People of YouTube, hello, how? My name is Phil Radford, and today I'm just going to be doing a little tutorial kind of based on creating some aspects for motion graphics. Usually, when we're doing like graphic equalizers and all little mad stuff like that within After Effects, we'd perhaps look at some trapcode stuff. But let's be honest here, throwing the camera around trapcode and, it's not the easiest. And to get anything nice looking, you soon start running into RAM problems and all that with all your motion blur and depth of field and thing. So I'm just going to create some aspects like this in Maya. Maya is not just good for feature films and TV and stuff, it is also absolutely fantastic at everything else you can possibly imagine. There you go. I'm in no way employed by Autodesk to say that. Right, so we got a plane. I'm going to select all the vertices on this plane. There we go. I'm going to go into top mode. I'm going to go to Edit Mesh, Shape for Vertex. There we go. So now we have got sort of like these. I'm going to use these kind of hexagonal shapes that are in the middle here. Or should I use the diamond shapes? Seeing that now I've really got something to think about. Right, let's just select all of these first, and then I can make my decision as to whether I want to invert that selection. Is it quicker doing it like this? I don't know if it's quicker doing it like this way. But, we'll do it both ways. Sorry if there's any background humming and noise. We've got a lot of builders around at the moment. In fact, my entire street seems to be having like extensions and stuff done, which is kind of annoying because I'm not. There we go. Right, so all these are selected. I'm going to delete and I'm going to stick with the stuff that's in the middle. I'm just going to get rid of those outside pesky little things. All that. Remove. Right, gone. And now we're left with a grid of thingies. Much like you would have if you've ever used Trapcode. Let's just turn on wireframe shaded and get rid of the grid. If you've ever used Trapcode, you can start with grids like this. Might be familiar with that kind of look. Let's just start off with one. So here we have it, a grid, and everything is possible from here. Let's just delete the history and freeze the transformations, always good practice. And I'm going to go into the animation menu. I'm going to go to deformers, and let's have a look at the sculpt deformer. I'm just going to create some mad little things really today. Yeah, so let's go and have a look at some of the attributes for the sculpt deformer. Can turn that displacement all over the shop. Interesting. Let's just turn it to flip. Increase the size of that. Bring it up here so it creates some craziness on top. So that's the sculpt deformer. You can do all sorts of cool stuff with that. So I love just playing around with Maya sometimes, doing some fun stuff. Sound effects are an added bonus for you guys. Be quite honest here, I actually know what I'm doing today really. I'm just playing around. In playing though, one can find some interesting aspects. So it's quite nice. There's a pinch effect there. So I don't know if you've ever seen any of those videos where people literally just create a fairly standard scene that's just slightly abstract with some kind of not so organic looking shapes, and it's all black and white and nicely rendered and shiny with that sort of studio look, and all of the objects are doing kind of simple things like, you know, changing shape or changing colour. We could do that. Let's do that. Let's create a camera. 1. Create camera. Two views. Camera 1. Just go into the. Oh, by the way, look, you see this little Arnold sign up here? I tried Arnold the other day. It's pretty cool, actually. You can download a free trial. It's got a watermark in it from the website. Oh, I don't even know, I can't remember what they're called. I should know this. They are called something. Who is it does Arnold? That's stupid. I can't remember that. Well, I'm just going to look it up. I'm going to Google it. This is all like really weird way of doing a tutorial. Arnold, not Schwarzenegger. Arnold Maya plug-in. I really should know this. I spoke to these guys a while back actually. Arnold Solid Angle. I do apologise, Solid Angle, if you're an avid viewer of my videos. But Arnold's really amazing, and it's really user friendly. You can just like get some really nice renders going if you've got several thousand hours to get rid of the noise in the renders. I mean, I'm not joking. The renders look awesome, and all the tutorials you'll see on Arnold are people just rendering a nice simple little interior scene at 640 by 480, and just trying to get rid of some noise. And if you notice, they're always pausing the video and then unpausing the video, and you can see that sort of 4 minutes have gone by, 5 minutes have gone by. Listen, you multiply that by like an entire street you're trying to render, and then stick it up to 4 HD and try and get rid of the noise, which is what I did. And you know, getting rid of the noise is a fairly simple process. Let's not get it wrong here. There's some simple things you can do up in this, up in that, and don't, you know, there's some great tutorials out there on getting rid of the noise. So don't just go into Arnold and start cranking things up, it's going to go mad. But like, just to get a still frame of something that's nice and smooth, it's like this guy had like a 5-hour render for a frame. How's that going to work on my 3,500 frame animation? It's not. It's just not. It's not meant for freelancers anyway, I imagine. So, you know, whatever. I'll stick with V-Ray. I love V-Ray. Right. Anyway, but try it out. It's really. It's really nice. You get some lovely renders straight out of the box. But why does every renderer that come out, every renderer that comes out, all of a sudden, it's straight away out of the box, it's either got noise, or it's got splotches, or it's got poor anti-aliasing, and every tutorial that comes out after that is how to make your render look better. I mean, why don't they just invent a renderer that looks the nuts straight away? You know, and then you crank it back from that if you want something to look crap. I don't know why I didn't do it. But anyway, my idea, we're not talking about this, what I'm doing here. I had this idea, was if you could create like an online, subscription render service, which not only acted as a render farm, but also had different lighting scenarios for your scene, and rendering scenarios. So you wouldn't need like a copy of Arnold, V-Ray, whatever. You send your scene there, your scene uploads into the interface that's online, and you can see your scene, and there's different ways you can light it. You can light it with Arnold, and that'll cost you X amount. You can light it with RenderMan, or whatever you want, and you can play around with some user-friendly buttons and stuff, all online. You haven't got to worry about render time, because included in your subscription is render power, yeah? And you just send it off to render once it all looks amazing. Why hasn't anyone done that? I can't do it. I haven't got the sort of money to set something out like that up. But if anyone out there has got the sort of cash to make something like that, come and give me a shout, because I've got some amazing ideas like that. And if you don't think it will work, just leave some of your comments or something, and I might read them. Right, so I'm just going to do something. I don't know why. You might notice that this particular tutorial was very different to any other tutorial I've done before, because I found that the tutorials I was making them, but just making them like not as me, not being myself. And this is me being myself. You know, I like a laugh, and I'm quite a personable person. I care about this and that, and it's just nice to watch a tutorial, I suppose, when someone's talking. But there's got to be a happy medium, isn't there? Because at the moment all I'm doing is chatting, and I'm going to upload this, but all I'm doing is chatting and not actually doing anything for you to watch. So if you guys have switched off by now, fair enough, I don't mind. Right, so I don't know, we create some sort of little peak here. Whoa. So look, I'll show you the sort of stuff that we can create now. Let's get Vimeo open. There we go. Let's go to my watch later stuff, and scroll down a million miles. And I'll show you the sort of stuff I'm on about. It's mine, I did that, look.
We all want to find some place magical. Somewhere where imagination knows no bounds. Somewhere that always entertains. A place where we can celebrate the extraordinary, yet feel right at home.
Happy Christmas, everybody!
Be part of something special this Christmas, only on UK TV. Virgin Impact customers can watch all of our UK TV channels for no extra fee. Just great shows.
Boom.
And a great place to be.
Right, and do you know I did that? Do you know I did that whole thing? That entire thing, because we was on a tight deadline and all that kind of thing, that entire thing was made using my viewport render. Yeah? No Mental Ray, no V-Ray, just hardware rendering. Lots of layers and a whole bunch of artistic flair, I suppose. A bit of skill in After Effects. I might show you something on that at some point. Right, we're getting there, and you'll see what I mean. And these are nice things to create. Once you create one, just stick it up on Vimeo or something. Get some. There we go. Maybe this is one of them. Let's have a look. A circle. A spiral inside it. Yep, we can do that. It's spinning. What's it gonna do? It's cracking. We can do that as well. My God, it's a black sphere. She's dripping. We can do that. Listen to the sound design, that's what makes it. Yeah, it's drawing it on the screen now. So that's like pull down it, shatter or something like that. Gonna be good. No. I'm really sort of a little bit bored of this one, but yeah, quite nice some of it. It's quite a nice effect. There we go. Ramp animation. But basically, it is just a whole bunch of layers all coming together to make things. Some nice sound design, and as I said, a bit nice sort of studio lighting. You get something cool. I might start doing these videos live, you know, because we could just do stuff. What else we got? I love this by Korb. This is really nice. Yes. Lovely. Wonder what they used. Looks like a Phoenix FD for Maya actually. We could do a little tutorial on that. Right, there was one in particular I was trying to show you actually. Well, if anyone sees their work when they go past here, leave a little comment, because that'd be quite funny, wouldn't it? Hopefully I don't slate it. This guy's good actually, doing some nice tutorials on V-Ray. I'm not sure, but I think that guy also did a tutorial on Arnold. Check him out. Ruin, if you haven't seen that, it's a really nice little short, and then they got a lovely breakdown as well with all the trees and buildings. This was nice. This was all shot on a bunch of motion capture cameras, and they messed around with point clouds and that. It was nicely done. I think they used PS3 cameras. Oh, yeah, I'll be here in a minute. It's like really old school. Not old school like this, from way back. 3rd and 7th, if you haven't seen that, it's a must, because the rendering in it is superb. And the compositing, it's all about the depth of field though. If anyone wants to follow me on Vimeo, just look up Strange Box. That's all, folks. Really? Guys, I'm sorry I've put you through all this. They weren't even here. What's this one? Nice. I might have gone past it, you know. Oh, I've really messed this up. I might have to pause this bit. Resonance. I like that. Oh, I like this one. It's nice, isn't it? I invited loads of international animators and studios, combined with 11 of the best sound design studios, to explore the relationship between geometry and audio. But that was a fun gig. Yeah, just get on with it. It's end cloth and some hair dynamics. You see what I mean? All sort of geometric shapes. Doing mad stuff. Camera shake. Some chromatic stuff in After Effects. We don't need these guys, man. We don't need them. 500. Right. Let's we don't need anyone. We've got our ball. That is just it. Honk. Honk. Right, so let's do it, man. What you want is kind of like something that just sort of initiates it all, really. So we could be, let's we duplicate this. And again. So our camera could be flying down like this infinity thing. Let's just get the camera and change its focal length 22, not 220, 22. Thank you. Bring it down here and let's keyframe that camera, and in about 6 seconds we're going to be here. When we get here, something really scary happens. So here we go. We'll be travelling down here. When we get here, all of a sudden something go wong. That sound effect is essential. Ooh. Like that. That's what's going to happen. So we get here. Leave me out. Right, here we go. Yum. That's the first thing we see. It's like so arty farty that we don't know what to do with ourselves. See, and that'll be our first bit. Let's get graph editor up. Let's get the outliner open. Let's get the camera on, and let's just. What am I doing it like this for? Let's just get this bad boy open, and we'll just go to the camera. And I just want to be a little bit further forward at the end, so we're close to that scary event. It's just gonna be like really artistic. Oh. Blows me away, man, what's happening there. And then like after a few minutes, so you can just do this because you'll get it on Vimeo and you render it nicely, and then they'll come back and it'll be a staff pick because it's just totally out there, man. When all we really did was animate a sculpt deformer. Did it again, let's done it again. So if we've got another deformer on here, what can we use? We're going to create a bend. Create a bend. Yeah, twist it around here like this, 90 degrees. And that bend is going to throw us into a world of telescopic madness. And then we're going to go through it. So let's just animate the curvature down to 0. So after a second, whoomp, does that as it drops. As it drops, that keyframe kicks in, and the whole thing just goes, oh, what? Yeah. Let me key that. Oh, and it's ready for us. It's ready for us to fly down. You know what I mean? Oh. I don't like that last bit. That sculpt deformers got to happen now. Jeez Louise. Too fast. Hope you guys look at the world around you quite a lot. Being a 3D person, you really need to do that. I know that's quite random. So we don't want to be curling up yet because we haven't finished with our wall, and our camera is moving on too early. There we go. It's a bit fast. Oh, seamless. See, so the camera moves, does this thing again, and then turns like that. What could we do from here? We could. Should I set that pivot? Let's do that. Because once it's gone to there, I'm going to rotate that sucker. Oh. See, now that's just doing some loveliness. That's what we want. And let's just get the camera up. Stop it from roving off too early because I want to look at that loveliness. So there we go. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's the start of something, isn't it? Because, you know, let's face it, it's all going to start somewhere. But you've got your camera set up, so you've got your stage, really, haven't you? It's there. You can do some madness. Just play around with Maya, just do some mad things. Upload it to Vimeo, see if you get an award. Make some money from your 3D animation in your spare time. Do you know what? I don't even know if I'm going to upload this video because it's like people are going to go crazy about this. Like, what are you doing? Whole video is like loads of talking. Why don't you just get to the fucking point, man? See, that's cool as well. So if that sculpt deformer, I think there's too much time between that sculpt deformer coming up and then coming back down again. If I say there's too much time, there's too much time. Alright, sunshine. Here we go. 1, back down now please. 2, up, do your thing. That's cool. And while that's happening, you ain't gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe what's gonna appear. A black sphere. The black sphere. Yeah, it's just gonna appear. Like that. In the middle of our life. And I can tell you how you know it's going to be black. Because I'm going to make it black. Right. Black and just black as your soul. I'm going to add some subdivisions. I wish Maya spoke to me like that. It'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Maya could talk to you. Edit mesh. Sculpt geometry tool. Every time you press the button on that. So it does its thing, comes up like that. And as it comes up like that, I think that is when we should show this sphere. And do you know what I'm going to do? It's not even going to be just, it's not just going to appear, it's going to booleans appear. Yeah? I know what I'm doing. Mesh. We're going to go booleans. Difference. And of course nothing happened because they were not intersecting at the time. Mesh, booleans. Let's get this little bad boy open. Difference. Did the wrong way around, didn't I? Difference, like that. Okay, so now obviously we've lost our counterpart. They helped us create our booleans. He's off in the ether somewhere. But he still exists. Here. He's invisible, but... oh yes, he's not that invisible. He still has an effect on our world. Yeah? And that's what's nice about this little booleans effect. And that's how all these little effects are done. You see in these guys' crazy animations. So... first off, our little guy isn't here, and as this wraps up, he's gonna come out of the darkness, like that. So you see? Let's see where are we going? Where are we at? Yeah, that's not bad. What we could do with that little bad boy though is we could sort of, it'd be nice to see how it was created a bit more. Like, because at the moment it just looks like it could be a mask, so we've got no real perspective on it. So there's a few ways we could do it. We could do that. We could grab him. Where are we? Yeah, let's get a keyframe. Move that around. That's quite nice, isn't it? So then we get to see a bit of depth inside him. So obviously at the beginning we're going to have to change the keyframe a little bit more. Yeah. Ah, the builders have stopped. Amazing. Ooh. It does a little flicker at first. I quite like that. It's not supposed to be there. But pop up. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Sort of lost that perspective that I wanted to. Here we go. Whoa. Nice. Nice. I'm down with that. Let's make these white. Because they'll just be like so abstract and crazy, man. Bit of incandescences. We're flying down this world. Oh my gosh, here it goes. And then, oh, the only thing with it being like black, like death, is becomes hard to see. So, be warned. Like, see, we've built up some history on this booleans. Don't don't delete that history, because our little counterpart guy relies on history to create that effect. Yeah, that would be bad. There we go, you can see it happen now. Wasn't it like a wireframe mode, but it does it. It's quite nice, so we could render off a different different paths and have a wireframe building over the top. So let's hide the deformers. Let's, is that a locator there? I don't want to see a locator. Hide the locator. It's kind of 5. So we could just, turn on viewport now. And we'll create a light. Hit 7. And then if we go into the viewport, don't forget to save your scene, guys. If we go into let's turn the anti-aliasing up a little bit. 8. There we go. Do you want any ambient occlusion on there? Do we need it? Don't know if we need it really. Is it doing much for us? Let's add a little bit. Or I can always get affecting more things. Amount. More ambient occlusion, please. Yes. Oops. Now look at that. We've managed to break it. Why is that? Is that something to do with our renderer, the viewport? Well, let's troubleshoot it. It was indeed something to do, maybe it's the anti-aliasing in real time. It's even worse than that. It's creating a witch's hat. Right, so now we just turn it back on to default and everything's going to be fine again. So, nice little bug there. Thank you very much, Alias, with your viewport destroying my animation. Yeah. Anyway, I think I'll leave it there before I die. And let's just... yeah. So let's get this sphere and do something Donkey Kong to it. I don't know why I said Donkey Kong. Let's create another sculpt deformer on top of it so that when it does its thing, something mad happens. We've crashed! We have crashed. Look at it. Ready? And it's done all sorts to my graphics card. My application file will stop working. So yeah, I was just going to add another sculpt deformer there and make some kind of buzzing star thing, and then I was going to render it out maybe in separate layers and take it into After Effects, and when we was in After Effects then I was going to add some chromatic vibration, different things to it, which I might do at a later point. So leave some comments if I've absolutely destroyed your life today and made you think, no, I'm never going to look at any of this guy's videos again. Then just let me know, I really don't mind. Cheers guys, hope you learned something. Adios, enjoy life. Take care, and take care of each other. That's really important. If everyone takes care of each other, we're going to have no problems, are we? Really? And if everyone just does that for everyone else, then where's the problem? There is no problem anymore, because everyone's taking care of each other. But that doesn't happen. Someone, somewhere, decides not to do that. Which is really friggin' annoying. Yeah. C'est la vie. Adios. Goodbye.